Hello, folks. It looks like the United States has found a solution for the labor shortage. Allow teenagers to drive big rigs. Is it a danger or is it a solution? Well, hey, Bulls and Bears YouTube family, we've got an interesting one for you today, or maybe a scary one, depending on your perspective. So, we obviously know, most of us know, that there's a huge labor shortage. People are scared to work. There's a lot of ideas and theories out there on why people are choosing not to work. But the bottom line is labor is needed in a lot of different areas of our economy in a lot of different sectors. And one of those sectors or areas is transportation, truck drivers, shortages. We need more drivers. The solution to some, including people in Congress, is allow teenagers to drive big rigs across state lines. Let's go ahead and take a look at this article right here. Recent article, U.S. to let teens drive big rigs and test program to help ease supply chain shortage. The government's moving forward with a plan to let teenagers drive big rigs from state to state in a test program. Currently, truckers who cross state lines must be at least 21 years old, but an apprenticeship program required by Congress to help ease supply chain backlogs would let 18 to 20-year-old truck drivers drive outside their home states. So this is a loosening of the labor laws because of the labor shortage and the supply crunch that we're seeing here in the U.S. Now, there are other countries that have younger people work at much younger ages than even the 20 to the 18 to 20-year-olds that we're talking about today. Some people say that's bad. Kids should never work. Other people say, let the little lazy punks work. What are they going to do? Sit on the internet all day and play video games? Many people would say that. They'd say, give these worthless kids something to do. So please let me know what you think down in comments. But let's continue with this article. The safety advocates say the program runs counter to data showing that younger drivers get in more crashes than older drivers. They say it's unwise to let teenagers be responsible for rigs that can weigh 80,000 pounds and can cause catastrophic damage when they hit lighter vehicles. Now let's talk about that. Statistically, yes, younger drivers have more accidents, but also statistically, older drivers, once you hit 70 and beyond, statistically, you have a greater likelihood of having an accident. So if we're going to talk about younger drivers being a safety hazard, we also need to talk about age limits possibly for people that hit 70 plus. Some of them are still great drivers, others not so much, but that goes all the way down even into people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s are terrible drivers, people texting while driving. So it's not as simple as just looking at age, but yes, age statistically is something we should look at also because younger drivers have more accidents. But that shouldn't be the only thing. It should be a combination of training and ability and many other factors. So I'll ask you the question, would you rather have an 18-year-old driving a big rig that's highly trained and healthy, or would you rather have a 35-year-old that's severely obese and on the verge of a heart attack driving a big rig down the freeway next to you or behind you? Also, a lot of people think that the young people in the United States have it too easy. They go to school, they graduate, then a lot of them will go to college and party for 4 years. They might learn a little bit, but mostly, let's be honest, it's mostly partying for 4 years. All right, I'm painting kind of a broad brush. They all don't party, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of young people have it very, very easy. Would you rather have a young person go to truck driving school, get trained, and have a career right out of high school? Or would you rather see that young person go to college, maybe get up into a whole bunch of student loan debt? I'd have to check on the cost of truck driving school, but my instincts tell me it's a lot cheaper than the typical 4-year university. Now, also having people work at younger ages, including driving big rigs, is not that uncommon when you look across the globe. There's actually a video out there, a report of a 12-year-old in Colombia that drives big rigs. So many people will say there's other people doing it. I'm not talking about the toy truck there. I'm talking about the big rig that you'll see here in a minute. A lot of people would say that the U.S. needs to catch up on the rest of the world, where younger people, including teenagers, including very young teenagers, like seen in this video right here, are allowed to work and drive big rigs. And again, this is a 12-year-old that you're watching from Colombia. So please let me know what you think down in comments about this, guys. Is it a solution for the supply chain crunch, or is it danger? And again, in the United States, we're talking about 18 to 20-year-olds being able to drive across state lines in more of a long-haul trucker situation. Regardless of what your views are, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I hope you like this report. Please make sure that you subscribe. Come back for more updates. We talk about the broad scope of the economy, the monetary system, banking, the housing market, you name it. We talk about it here. If it has to do with money, finances. Thank you to everybody for your support. Hope everyone's well. Have a good day. New outro song coming up in 3, 2, 1. See you.